Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Rosanna from All Gifts Matter, yet again with another little project. So a while ago I got this smile from a charity shop, and I thought it was really cute, and it would be probably nice as it is, but of course, as you will get to know me, you know that I have to add something to it. So what I thought I'm going to do is, first of all, I got this piece of wood. It's outdoor wood. It's the same thickness as the smile. This is broken. I have to fix that. So yeah, it's the same thickness as the smile, and it's just from it's some outdoor wood anyway. So it's treated with some sort of outdoor paint. However, I'm gonna be painting all this. So my thought is, I'm going to glue these on there, and that's going to turn into a daisy because I don't like it green. And then I'm going to put a little graphic here, and that says it's spring. So it's going to be smile, it's spring on this end. And then if you watch my last video, I did a cast of my DIY mold, and might as well use it for this project because I think it's going to look absolutely adorable. So this is my idea. First thing first, I'm going to hammer this piece at the edges a bit because I don't want it to make it, I want it to make it look a little bit older. Then I'm going to give it a little sand, and then it's going to be painted, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let's crack on with it. So here is the hammer, and I am just going to hit the corners, the edges a little bit, just to make it look like it has been through something. There we go. That's that done. I'm just gonna give it a quick sand, and I'll be right back. First thing first, I have this wooden dowel. Well, it's a wooden stick, but I'm going to be making 3 dowels out of it. Right, so this is 6mm in thickness, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my garden tool because it's nice and sharp and it cuts through it very easily. So bear in mind it has to go between the smile and the wood to keep it nice and strong. So I'm just going to cut it 3 pieces, let's say 5 centimeters each. So let's do that. Next thing is we are going to find the middle of the thickness of the smile. We want to put the dowels in the solid part, and I decided I'm going to put 3. So I think I'm going to put 1 in the beginning of the M. So I'm going to be drilling in that. Then the other one at the end of the M. So I'm going to drill in that. And then I'm going to put the last one in the L. So I'm going to be drilling that. So this is a 6mm drill bit, 6mm drill bit, which is the same thickness as the dowel. Nice and secure. And I'm going to drill nice and straight try anyway, into that little. So 1, 2, and 3 holes. These holes are done. Now what we're going to do, we have to make some holes in the right place on these piece of wood. So what I'm going to do, I have these little pins. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? There are 3 little pins. You basically put them in here. 1, 2, oops, and 3. You can find these at a hardware store. And then you decide where you want to put that. So I want this to go about there. So once you've decided where to go, you press down so that those pins will make a mark on your wood. See? Let me have a look if I can zoom in for you. So, see? Now you've got the little mark there, so you know where to drill next. And then it's going to be nice and straight. So next I'm going to drill those 3 holes. So we are ready for our dowels. So it's 1. And voila. Now that's where we want our holes. So let's tidy up this mess and then we'll go to the next stage. So get the pins out. Don't lose them because these pins are really good actually. Very, very helpful. Those are out. In the box they go. And now we get some glue. Glue and the dowels. So get some wood glue. I'm going to squeeze some glue into the smile first. I'm going to put the dowels in here first. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to hammer it a little bit gently. There you go, we're back. Finally. Sorry guys, it took a little bit of fiddling, but it's done. It's all stuck. There you go. Hey, finally. There we go. So now I'm gonna glue this on it. And then I can paint it all together. There we go, this should be okay. There it goes. By the way, I forgot to mention that while I was trying to put these 2 pieces together, I accidentally broke. I split it in half, unfortunately, but it's okay. I put some glue there and it should be as good as new by the time I've finished with it. There we go. I might put this at a bit of an angle. There. Next, we are going to glue our beautiful dove. At this stage, we're going to wait for everything to dry. Hello crafters, we're back and ready to paint. All this is now dry. I have taken the flower off again off the top of the metal, the wire rod, because I would like to keep these as it is. I don't want to paint the rod because it's got a nice patina on it, so I think I want to leave it as it is. So I took the flower off and I'm going to paint this separate. Other than that, we are kind of ready to paint. I'm going to use Annie Sloan old white paint. I have my can opener attached to the table thanks to Brianna's suggestion. I don't know if you follow Upcycled by Brie, but she is brilliant. You should check it out. I will link you to her channel below. And yeah, she always has a can opener attached to the table, so you cannot lose it, because you know these things tend to end up in all sorts of weird places. There you go. So let's open that up. There you go. I got my paintbrush in a bag so it doesn't dry. I'm using my big one for now. Sorry, I'm in front of the... So let's crack on with it. I'm going to do that after. And here goes. Chalk paint. Just I'm gonna give it a couple of coats, so it's going to be number one. So we're back. Everything is dry. These has had 2 coats of chalk paint, white chalk paint. So now I've got a little sanding sponge and a wet wipe, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a distress and a little bit of a sand and see what to do after that. Here we go. All the distressing is done. I'm going to reattach my flower now with hot glue. I'm just going to hot glue this. And now I'm going to go with some antiquing wax all over. Antiquing wax and water mix. wax. Now, where is my areas? So I'll do that first, and then we'll put some dark wax without watering onto the bird to make it stand out more. And now we are going to let the wax settle, and then we go to the next stage, which is to put its spring. So I have decided to go with stamps. So I have a couple of sets of stamps, letter stamps, and I thought might as well try it. I've already got it already on here. I've got it already on a piece of perspex. Didn't fit, so I've got a little bit out, but should be okay. I've tried it on a piece of paper, and it looks pretty cute. Although that wasn't very perfect, but who knows, I might get it right. So let's try that. I'm going to ink up with archive ink and see how that goes. Here we go. Moment of truth. And we'll lift. Dang. So we don't have much on the end, which is annoying. Okay, so guys, we're back. I have decided to go a different direction with this in the end, so bear with me and I'll explain everything. So you know that I did this stamping and it was okay, you know, I was happy with it, but not as happy as I wanted to be. So I decided that I was going to do the spring in air dry clay. So I've got these letter cutters, and that's what I've used, and I'm going to show you with the eye how I've done it. I'll just show you one letter so that you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to these are not glued yet, but I'm going to glue them over the top of the flowers, and I'm not going to bother about the flowers showing through because actually it looks very pretty. So I'm just gonna wait for these to dry. I'm going to stamp them with some flowers over the top anyway, But yeah, I think this is going to be much better. So once these dry, I'm going to do the same antiquing wax process, you know, and just give it a little bit of color and stuff. So bear with me. But anyway, so what I've done is I have prepared the slab of air dry clay. Yeah, obviously it was a bigger one because I did the whole spring. So you do that, and then there are two ways of doing this, right? You either use cling film over the top, and by doing that, what happens is your edges are nice and smooth. You see, like the S, you basically get really round smooth edges if you use cling film before you cut. If you don't, you get a very straight edge, and it's also more difficult to get the clay out of your cutter. Let me show you what I mean. So this is with cling film. So you press, and that's that. So you get a nice smooth edge. Yeah. Now, if you don't use cling film, oops, right, you need something to poke this out. Like, could be anything. I'm using the back of a brush, but you get a much, obviously you're gonna be smoothing this out, but you get a much straighter edge compared to if you use cling film. So this is maybe kind of subtle, but it isn't really. Just bear with me. Camera keeps going off. So let me focus on this. So this is with cling film, nice and rounded edge to the side as well, if you can see. And this is without, so you get more straighter edge. See? Can you see them together? See the difference? So it depends what kind of effect you like, but you can do it either way. I prefer it nice and rounded, and then I just like round curves and feel more elegant. So that's that. So that's what I've done. I've done the spring, and now I'm just going to, oh, let me focus again. I'm just going to stamp a couple of flowers over the top of this. I'll just get a stamp and I'll be right back. So we're back. It's only a tiny silicone stamp. And I'm just going to press it all over. And then after, when I finish off with antiquing wax, you're going to get all the details. So hopefully it should look pretty. So I'm just going to press it in different places. It will change the shape of the letters a little bit, but that's absolutely fine, because I don't want perfection. I want something to look pretty, and that's good enough for me. I'm going to straighten it a little, but I'm quite happy with it looking shabby and And there you go. And that is all I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to wait for all these clay to dry, and then I'll come back and we're going to finish everything off. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Hello guys, so we're back. The the clay, it's all dry, it's all nice and stuck, so we're ready for a bit more antiquing waxing. I'm going to antiquing wax all the letter and around the edges of them, and then I'm just gonna dab the excess with a wet cloth, and then go from there. And now we're all done with this. The last thing I want to do, and by the way, just bear in mind that this last touching up. Bear in mind that the letters, I did not paint over that. That is just the air dry clay as it comes. So it's very similar. That was painted, this isn't. But you know, you can't really see the difference, to be honest. So yeah, quite happy with that. So the last thing I'm going to do to finish this project is get a little bit of greenery, just a little flower and a little bit of green. Yeah, and I'm going to put it here, attach it here with some jute cord. So yeah, what do you think, guys? Do you like it? I love it. So I'm going to attach some hooks at the back. Don't need to do these in you know, on the video, but yes, I'm going to do this. And so this is a wall decor piece, so this can go on the wall and it will look really, really cute. So I shall show you a photo when it's all done at the end of the video. And that's that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little project. It's just a little something different. I've not seen anything like this before. I hope you didn't either. And I hope you got some good ideas. And as always, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Bye.